Welcome to Leading with Light, a wellspring for the transformational leader that you were born to be, where you can fill up and align, gather and be inspired, and bring your vision to light. Guiding you towards your divine connection and limitless possibilities, here is your host, visionary leader extraordinaire, Sky Ahern. Poof.
Hello, transformational leaders. Welcome to this Love and Light Fest, your sweet spot for stepping up and getting your shine on. I'm your host, Sky Ahern, and you are listening to Leading with Light. Today's guest is Tawnya Williams. Tawnya's personal journey has been one of incredible transformation. Born into a chaotic environment, I knew at a young age, she said, I was very different from those who were meant to raise and care for me. This insight left me confused, isolated, when wondering where I belong. These circumstances ignited a curiosity in me to learn about the nature of people and their behaviors. Now, as a coach, I'm humbled to share my journey with you and walk with you as you discover your true nature. I leverage every lesson I have learned and every tool I have collected along the way to help guide you toward a life where you can feel grounded, energized, and whole. I am deeply honored to do this work. Tawnya, she is a coach and a ThetaHealing Practitioner. Yes! Oh my gosh, she is. And you can learn more about Tawnya at her website at www.enspire.com. That's ENNSPIRE.com. You can check that out in the show notes. Welcome to the show, Tawnya.
Thank you for having me, Sky.
So happy you're here today.
Happy to be here too.
Oh my gosh. So, we've been journeying a little bit here together lately since August.
Yes, we have.
What inspired you to reach out?
As a coach, I'm constantly looking for new tools that not only can help me, but that I can then provide through my company to my clients. And in reading about what Theta Healing is, I was immediately intrigued and found you through a mutual friend of ours. And as soon as I heard your voice and we started talking, I knew this was the right connection.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that's so awesome. Oh, right on. So you originally reached out because you wanted to take the Basic ThetaHealing Certification, right?
Correct, yes.
And we had our little time together, our little exploration session, and you can share what you would like to share about that.
Well, I originally came onto the exploration call to really learn what the tool was all about and what the classes would look like. But in talking with you and you offering me a container for just myself was a shocking revelation. That's not a thing I had experienced before. So I just had a really good feeling about our conversation and about the work that you were doing. And I felt like maybe I had finally come to a time where it was time to spend some time with myself in the container and do some work internally.
Oh, that is so awesome. That was a big celebration, I think. Yeah?
It was huge to put myself in a lead position and prioritize myself was a big step for me. So yeah, it was a huge step.
And it hasn't paid off?
In so many ways, it's really hard to describe all of them.
So we kind of held off on taking the Theta Healing class for a while because we wanted to give all this magic and all this focus to you because you're coming out of a surgery and, you were really getting the message that you were needing to pay attention to yourself. Right.
It was time to rest and really recalibrate and take care of my body, as you said, while it was healing from surgery. And surgery is one of those events in your life that can really bring some things up and open some containers to look at. And it was really a privilege to be able to spend that time with you while I was healing, not just physically from the surgery, but so profoundly in so many other ways.
It was my honor and my privilege and my joy to totally hold space for you and start doing this work with you. And I'm just really proud of you and me, obviously, too. Obviously, I'm proud of myself. That we just, I really intuited that this needs to be for you right now. You can take it out into the world and share whenever you need to in the future. But for right then and there, it really felt sacred and important to hold space just for you And I just think that we should both pat ourselves on the back for that because we really stuck to it.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I think oftentimes it's really hard for people like me too, or people that come from chaotic backgrounds like I do, to prioritize themselves. It's all about what can I bring to other people to make them feel better. So it was an important lesson for me to learn that for me to stop and take some time for myself gave me even more tools to share outward. So it was a big lesson, a really intense journey and really healing, a really monumental time for me.
Oh, I'm so glad that you listened to your intuition and you just prayed and you were really guided. And you have some amazing virtues about you. You're really, really devoted. You're like very focused. You're very persistent, and you have an amazing capacity for persevering. And so all of those put together and combined are really going to work for you. And I've seen how they have worked for you, because you're not just going to like take a healing or take some kind of work that we've done and just like, okay, poof, out the door, next. You're really going to apply it. And you've taken everything that we worked on and taken it and ran with it. And it's just been so amazing to watch you transform.
Well, it works. That's the most critical part about it, is it works.
Yes. That was our motto the last time we were just teaching. I was just teaching this Theta Healing Manifesting in Abundance class a couple of weekends ago, and Amuna was on that class as well. And Tawnya was in that class. And Deb, I'm going to be interviewing Deb tomorrow. She's in that class, and we just had a blast.
Yes, we did. Wow. What an intense but fabulous couple of days together.
What I love about this work is that you attract the perfect people that you're supposed to work with.
Yeah, all of the healings seem to touch everybody in the room. It's really magical how all of those synchronicities happen.
Yeah, you just show up and you never know what magic you've put in front of yourself.
It's true. Or the other magic that's come in that you're going to benefit from.
Exactly. Okay, so when did you took the class in December, the basic class in December. So we started working together in August, and then I invited you to take that class if you wanted to, but there was a caveat. What was the caveat? Do you remember?
That I had to keep it to myself and work on myself and rest before I hurried up and turned around and started trying to provide it to everyone else.
Yeah, how'd you do with that?
I did really well, actually.
Okay. Good. I wasn't sure about that answer.
Well, I'm sure some days you wouldn't have agreed with it, but on the whole, I think I did really well.
I'm certain you did. I'm certain you did. Well, there's just some people that are just real givers. And sometimes because of the chaos that they've experienced in their life, they have a real big capacity to serve others. I think that a lot of healers actually maybe had some stressful situations in their past. And so they've been able to utilize those, heal them up, and then it helps them allow bigger space for other people. But I got to say, I just would like people to not have to go through so much stress so that they could be great healers. How about you?
That would be fabulous if we could start teaching theta healing out of the crib. That would be wonderful. That would prevent a lot of needless suffering from happening.
Well, good news. We do have a Theta Healing Rainbow Children class, and that is for like 6-year-olds to 21-year-olds. And we do have babies coming to our classes all over the world now. And so it's pretty exciting. That is one of the things I love about our Rainbow Children class is that, we get to teach little kids how to take care of their energy, how to understand the difference between their energy and mommy's bad day energy, and how to keep their magic and not like dim their light because somebody else around them is like throwing stuff or losing their stuff for a human second. And just like we get to teach them how to focus on their magic and keep their intuition, how to utilize their intuitive skills. And so, yeah, I think that it's a necessary thing to teach our little kids from the very start. And I think the little kids here on this earth right now, the little masters that are being born, are definitely waiting for us to figure that out. So we can show up for them and teach them that. So, yeah.
Yes, children definitely deserve a much more peaceful landscape to grow And this is a really brilliant tool to give them some peace for themselves that no one can take from them.
Totally. Teaching them how to understand their own autonomy and sovereignty and how to empower themselves by connecting up to that creator energy. And that's actually where the unicorn thing came from. I was like working with my grandkids, and my oldest grandchild is now 10. I was playing with her when she was around 2, and she hurt her knee, and I was like, well, let's do a healing on it. She's like, how do you do that? And I'm like, I don't know how to explain this to a little kid. So I'm like, that sparkly unicorn rainbow dust, you just take that and put it on your knee and just poof, it just goes away. It's all better. And so that's how the unicorns kind of came into the whole gig. But then one day I was coming home from teaching a class, and she's like, Grandma, come here. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, did you teach him about magical sparkly unicorn rainbow dust today? And I'm like, actually, honey, I did. So
That's
we've had this.
fantastic.
I know. I'm like, oh my God, it is true. I'm teaching them how to not just be a regular horse, but to put a horn on it and like find their connection to the highest vibration of all that is, like a unicorn horn, yo. And so they could be magical wherever they go. Not like horses aren't magical, but you could be a lot more magical if you got your unicorn horn on straight.
That's right.
So anyways, it's been a funny theme going on. But anyways, so you finally got to take the class. How was that for you? What was your favorite part? What was your biggest takeaway from taking the class?
Oh, goodness. Probably if I was to land on just one, was being in the environment that felt so comfortable to really get, as you say, most of the time I think triggered, but triggered well, right? Triggered with a purpose, not just to feel all of that anxiety, but to be able to interact with those experiences and those emotions in a public container was startling for me specifically. I'm sure a lot of people struggle with that at the beginning, but being vulnerable in front of other people and seeing other people's pain through the perspective of what they're experiencing. And then, as I said before, seeing how all of our experiences really overlap. And they're obviously not all identical, but there's so much similarities. There's so much just group healing in the base knowledge of, wow, you went through that too, or you went through something that, is intense or crazy like I did, and you're still here too. So it's not just me. There definitely tends to be a feeling of, gosh, is there anyone else out there doing this? So being in that kind of environment was really not just uplifting, but really eye-opening. And being able to experience that and experience the healings immediately and walk away each day feeling better. It was like, why wouldn't you do this? This is incredible.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I do love how everyone in my classes, everyone is really sweet. They're really sweet to each other. It feels really safe. We're very giggly and very fun-loving, but we definitely get down to some tears and some stuff and stress. But hey, not a problem.
No,
piece of cake. We got this. Teach the tools, hold space. A lot of times I think it's the first time anybody's ever been held, right, in their life like that.
Right. Yeah.
Which is intimidating.
Well, you have to allow it. No one really talks about allowing it, but you really do have to allow yourself to receive that. And that's the priceless benefit of this work, is you get to receive it all the way to your core, and you get to witness that with other people, which is really quite stunning each time.
It is. So like I was sharing earlier today, I'm so excited that I finally get to teach these classes online, because usually they're in person and I'd have to drive far away and herd all these cats together, which I am such not a cat herder. And it just is like, it's physically just super challenging for where I live. And so like doing it online has been hands down just life altering. And some people don't think it's as intimate online, but I feel like in a lot of ways it's more intimate, because there's a lot less physical shuffling yourself about in order to get somewhere, even just driving there, doing hotels. It's so much more grounded because we're in our own environment, and it's a little bit less each day than in person. and there's a lot more time to integrate. And then we're actually doing more exercises online because you're having to do the work on yourself. And then we put you in breakup rooms and you get to work with people immediately and start implementing some of the exercises that we're teaching you. So the tools that we're teaching you. So I think there's more availability in presence a lot of times.
Just sheer access. I mean, we have someone in our practice group that's in Denmark.
Right.
So I would have to travel to Denmark to share a class with him.
Oh,
so just
isn't
the sheer
he
access of being able to do that is
isn't
just
he
stunning.
Wonderful? Oh my gosh.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we had people from the East Coast, the Central States, West Coast, and other countries in one practice session. That's stunning. That's really powerful.
I got some more international students coming this weekend, so it's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So fun. It makes nice to travel the world without having to go any place, which is what I knew we could do that, a long time ago. Because one time I was in this yoga class and I was sitting there and I was like, oh, wouldn't it be so good to travel to different countries and just be able to touch somebody and they have a tummy ache or broken leg or whatever. You just touch them and they just heal. Wouldn't it be so cool? And the next thing I knew, I was like in a different country in my head, obviously, and touching someone's broken leg and then watching it heal. And then I was in somebody's stomach watching it heal. And I freaked out. I was like, oh my God, we don't have to go anywhere and we can heal the world, dude. Not dude.
Yeah.
It was a real wake up moment. So
it's really powerful.
It really is. I mean, the energy of creation is everywhere. You go up to love, you connect to all that is, you can do remote healings, remote viewings from all over the world. I had a client who was a chicken in Australia, and I had another client who was a horse in Italy. It was very good I didn't have to go to them. Very good. The Creator knows where they are.
Right.
So what were some of the big changes that you saw or felt in your life after taking this class? You've taken quite a few. You've taken Basic and Advanced, Dig Deeper, Manifesting Abundance. Did I miss one? You're going to take Soulmates at the end of the month, right?
Not this time. The next time, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, did I get them all, though?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, good.
I did the 3 and then Digging Deeper, Manifesting Abundance. So, yeah.
Good. Okay.
Great classes. What have I noticed the most? The list is long, but distinguished, I guess, is a good way to say it. The biggest takeaway is just the change in my resting presence and the ability to have resting presence and not be sitting in fight, flight, or freeze 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I have outside acknowledgement of that. My husband actually made mention of that. Says we're, I don't know, watching a movie or something with his arms around me. He just stopped and said, I think you should know that your energy feels so different. You're so much more calm and relaxed. And it's so nice to see that change in you.
Aw, that's so beautiful. That's a pretty special husband that can feel that.
Yes, he is an amazing man. Can't say enough good things about him.
That's fantastic. Well, congratulations on that. For sure.
Thank you.
I was just thinking, as you're saying that, I was thinking about another thing that you were mentioning to me earlier. I think it was like in October, September, you were saying to me that you had this foot thing for a while. You want to talk about that a little?
Oh, yeah. I had neuropathy in both of my feet called Morton's neuroma. I had it for probably 15, 20 years. And it wasn't even the classes, I believe. It was just our working one-on-one. The pain in my feet was gone completely. I realized on a hike that the inserts that I was wearing for the neuroma were hurting. So I stopped and took them out and finished the hike without them. It was like, that's the first time in 20 years I've been able to do anything without inserts in my shoes. Huge, because you're on your feet all the time. I mean, that's a significant difference in your life when your feet stop hurting.
Do you remember the belief work that we did to help you feel that? You don't have to.
Oh my goodness. There's so much.
I would say it'd be something like around being safe to be in your body, safe to be grounded, and
safe to be on Earth, I think, was probably the final.
Back to the basics. Just safe to be on Earth.
Safe to be on Earth.
And now, since you've taken the classes, I can remember you expressing to me that you have a deep feeling of being grounded.
Yeah, it was in the beginning meditations, it was always really difficult for me to connect to the visualizations or that sense of, throwing your roots into the earth and hooking them around and things like that. I could never see that. I would continue to do the practice and it got easier and easier. But I recognized one day in the shower, as I was doing a meditation in the shower, I don't know why, probably not important, but I could feel my feet growing heavier as I could visualize myself being more grounded in that moment. It was really stunning because there was a physical change in the way that my feet felt against the shower floor, almost like I had boots on all of a sudden.
Wow. That is so cool. I think you want to be here and rock and roll it there, Tawnya.
I think I want to dance a little bit more too.
There you go. There you go. Well, that's a perfect time. We're going to take a little tiny break and hear from our sponsor, which is me, and then we'll be right back with Tawnya. Hello, beautiful souls. Rare and special event. Like a super rare unicorn sighting, Sky is teaching some of the foundational ThetaHealing Certification courses online. It is one blazing rainbow of a portal opening up for a life-changing experience, all from the comfort of your own home. If you're interested in joining me, learning from my years of service to this international community, it's time to make your dreams come true and share with you one of the most powerful tools used to bring us into alignment, direct connection to the highest vibration of all that is, to ramp up your manifestation skills, all while creating impeccable discernment and empowering you with a map to the universe and beyond that will serve you the rest of this life and throughout lifetimes to come. If you're ready to step in, this is your time. If you're ready to clear your limiting beliefs and trauma that you haven't been able to get rid of this whole lifetime, pain or suffering, and general overall cosmic crap that you may think has been serving you, and move forward to be the most epic, brilliant, sparkly representation of self on this earth in a human body, this is one of the most potent steps I've discovered over the last almost 2 decades throughout all my travels, hanging out with all these healers all over the world that can help you get that for yourself. Taking these foundational certification courses with me after I've helped write and create these very foundational courses of Theta Healing that have made it internationally renowned and traveled around the world with the founder Vianna Steibel and her husband Guy is a unique, powerful transmission, a download in itself that you don't want to miss. Plus, I'm effing magical. After all, cell does talk to cell, and light travels faster than the speed of light, and light just is. For more details and how to register for upcoming courses, go to www.skyislimitless.com. Go to the Work with Sky section, and then you'll see all about Theta Healing Certification. That's www.skyislimitless.com. Or you can just go to the show notes and click on the link there. All right. Well, this is Sky, and I would love to invite you to come take some Theta Healing courses with me online. You can check out all the information at www.skyislimitless.com and join us for our next basic class, actually coming around the corner, and our next advanced one coming around the corner. We just keep them on coming. It's been so fun. Why stop? Oh my goodness. I can't even wait to teach the next one. All right. See you there. I'm back here with Tawnya. Happy to speak with you today, Tawnya Williams. Rocking it.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's great. Thank you for sharing your experience here with us today. And, I wanted to hear a little bit more about how you've started integrating this work into your daily life, into your business. Because I know you're a crazy, awesome, really potent healer yourself, and you work with your own clients. So how has this helped you serve them even better?
Well, I'm coming from a more grounded place, so I can take in more of their information and see more of their perspective. Giving them tools to create their own space, their own container, has been probably the biggest takeaway for my clients. Energy breaks, teaching them how to separate their energy from the situation or other individual that they're dealing with at that time. that may be creating some anxiety or stress for them. Or they just want to make decisions based really upon their own free will. So do an energy break. Make sure that you are within your own sovereignty and making your own decisions for yourself and things like that. So that's been hugely helpful for every single one of my clients. The first one of them I showed this was after a really stressful day at work. And he literally sighed out loud when he got done with the energy break. He said, "Wow, I feel so much lighter." And I said, "Yes, because now it's just your energy and not whoever else's you're carrying around with you."
I swear that one thing would have changed my professional career as a school teacher if I'd just known how to do energy breaks.
Yeah, you get out of a corporate meeting with 25 people in the room and you're going over a very tense project or situation, and you walk out with a list of to-dos. The first thing you do is an energy break to make sure that you're not carrying everyone else's energy out with you into the rest of your day. It's been huge for all of them that I have shown.
Oh, that's powerful. I love that. There's so many tiny little tidbits that are simple yet profound at the same time.
Yeah, I think that the other thing is really getting people to slow down. Have a seat. Close your eyes. What do you feel? Where is this happening for you? Let's really connect in with you and not the largeness of the situation, and see where you are. And that's been tremendously beneficial. I've had feedback from several of them. I sit down and I close my eyes and I wait to see if it's my voice that I hear or if it's someone else that I'm ruminating about. So it's been really powerful. Like you said, little simple tricks that really can change the trajectory of a day, a moment, a situation.
Yeah, and I like what you said. It makes you more present and more available for your people because you're being able to really kind of do an energy check-in with yourself. Okay, oh, I'm feeling hooked. I keep on thinking about this annoying thing that has happened. It's distracting me. Or, oh, I'm like really thinking about lunch right now. Or, or, oh, that phone call I got from my mother or something like that.
Right. Yeah, the 10,000 things that can throw you off your game at any time, right?
The tiny little monkey mind.
Exactly.
Yes. So speaking of monkey mind, because we didn't pray at the very beginning, maybe we should kind of like do that a little bit.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Always like to pray with you.
Okay. So we're going to invite everyone here also to do this. And I forgot to do that with my other interview with Allison today, but we had already prayed beforehand because we always pray before we get on the call, and we usually pray together at the very beginning. But hey, been a little busy with all this new tech here. So center yourself in your heart and take a big deep breath in. You're going to put your feet on the floor and imagine breathing up the energy of creation up and through the earth, up through the soles of your feet, lighting up every cell in your body, opening up all of the chakras up through your body, all the way up to the crown of your head. And when you get up to the crown of your head, you're going to imagine coming up out of your space in a beautiful ball of light, noticing what color it is. You're going to go up higher, floating past the Earth's atmosphere, past the stars, all the planets, the galaxy, the universe, the multiverse, up past these dark lights and white lights, little pink and golden and more white lights, and up through this thick jelly-like substance. You're going to go up higher, deeper, all the way to this pink cotton candy-like energy, which is the law of compassion. And deep into that window, into that energy, you're going to see this window of sparkly iridescent light. And as soon as you see it, imagine stepping into it. And as soon as you step into it, the whole thing just goes poof. And all around you, you just see this white, sparkly, iridescent light. If you were to spin around in a circle with your fingers wide out, you could feel it going through your fingers, almost like water, but not, because it's energy and it tingles with infinite possibility and unconditional love. So, feel that all around you. See yourself in your bubble. And from here, we're going to pray, Mother, Father, God, creator of all that is, thank you for my life. Thank you for the life of Tawnya today, creator. Thank you for the lives of all the listeners of Leading with Light. Be with us all today, creator. Send unconditional love into every cell of our being and guide us in the highest and best way so we can accomplish all the things we came here to experience, to contribute to like share in the highest and best way. May we lead with our light, creator. Now, we're going to do a little reaching up out of our bubbles and gathering as much energy as we need and sending us ourselves unconditional love. So reach up out of your bubble and gather some of that sparkly unicorn light, the energy of creation, and bring it down into your bubble, filling up your whole entire bubble. Anything unlike unconditional love, you're going to just imagine it poofing out of your bubble. And the only thing that gets to stay in there is unconditional love. And I'm going to ask Tawnya while we're up there. Tawnya, if there were one downloader of a feeling that you could share with the whole world, if you could give this to the whole world, what would you want to give to them?
A feeling of lightness and playfulness. I feel it's like everything's so heavy now. The ability to just laugh and enjoy the moment is what I would give.
Sweet. Well, when we walk you up to the seventh plane, you start giggling, don't you?
Yes.
You get pretty giggly and pretty laughy and pretty light and pretty playful. So it's a good thing to do. So if you ever need to do that, stop, drop, and pray, yo. You just pop on a podcast, you go to my website, and you get my little free gift, this little meditation. You download it and have it with you wherever you go, www.skieslimitless.com. And you can just pop on up here to the sparkly white light and just sit up in this energy. But in the meantime, let's go up and ask Creator to teach you, Tawnya, what it feels like to have the world feel so much more light and playfulness, so much more peace and laughter. And would you all like to know that too? You can just say heaven yes, and you can have that downloaded too. Excellent. Now you say heaven yes too, because not everybody's going to be able to see it when, when they get to listen to the audio, the podcast. So, and would you like to know what it feels like to have more light and love and playfulness and groundedness in your life?
Heaven yes.
And if you would like that at home, you can just say heaven yes right out loud, and just listening to this and your free will choosing this, so it is. Aho. Just going to go up the seven plane, ask Creator to teach you that in every cell of your body. Poof. But we got to teach you that it's possible for the whole world, and it's possible for you to know that. So would you like to know that it's possible?
Yes.
All right. One person in alignment is stronger than millions out of alignment. Your vibe is going to be higher, shining, brightener, and leading the way. So when we pay attention to ourselves, we literally heal the world. When we let ourselves have the time to heal, we heal others. All right, beautiful. So you're just going to rinse off in that sparkly white light, put yourself back in your space, pull up the energy of the earth all the way up into your body. When you feel completely in your body, you just open up your eyes. Feel that smile on your face. Ow! Ow!
That's right, ear to ear, every time.
Okay, so one more question. What are you looking forward to in your life now that you got some of these very simple yet divine superpowers that are accessible to everyone once they want to tap into it? But what are you looking forward to?
How much more I can change the world, how many more people I can help, how much more profoundly I can help them more quickly, I think is probably what I'm looking forward to the most, because this is such a expedient way of working through issues. It's not like you leave them behind or cover over them. You do actually work through them, but then you get to move beyond them and experience the aftermath, which is always the best part. And I think that's what I look forward to the most, not the least of which is all the changes that it continues to make in me and the lightness that I continue to feel and that I share with my husband. And now he gets up and does meditation every morning. So it's contagious. It's catchy.
I love that he gets up and he does a meditation every morning. You got to give him a big hug from Sky, because I think he's pretty magical.
I will do that.
Well, awesome. It's been such a pleasure having you join me here on Leading with Light today, Tawnya. I love what you're up to in the world, and I know how much the planet needs people just like you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for having this magical tool available. It really is life-changing.
Oh-ho. Gotta say, I agree. Oh-ho. Okay, until the next time.
You've been listening to Leading with Light. Be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss a single episode. And while you're at it, please leave a rating and review, and be sure to share it with your friends. Tune in every Tuesday for more exciting ways to help you pop into true divine connection and clarity, live in the energy of limitless possibilities, and delight in the love playground. Get your magic on and make this world a happier place. Yo.